Hi, my name is Jun. I'm from HE22. The topic I'm presenting is why read book while you can watch movies. One thing that always amazes me is the variation of interests that reside over watching a movie in theaters and reading its corresponding novel. Based purely on assumption and observation, I can conclude that the majority of people would rather watch a movie than read a book. And as obvious as this reason may seem, personally, they don't make sense in my eyes. In terms of mental capacity, yes, watching a movie is easier, but for me, reading a novel provokes a different kind of pleasure that isn't obtainable through merely sitting and watching a screen. Reading open paths into segments of our brain that enable creativity and imagination while also just being easier to do. So below I have constructed a simple argument that might change the way some look at reading a book. First, we can look at the inconvenience of going to a movie theater. Besides spending a fair amount of tickets, food and drinks, we are operating off of someone else's schedule. We have to find a specific time to correlate to our personal availability, arrive there early to secure appropriate seating, while still being at risk of not enjoying the movie due to other surroundings. Whereas reading is easy, it can be done on our own time. Unlike the hassle that comes with going to a theater, reading can be done almost everywhere you deem appropriate. It can be at any moment during the day and is essentially cheaper. Most likely, one is going to be less than ticket, food, drinks, and travel costs. Another rather obvious part about reading is the length of pressure as compared to watching a movie. Typically, a movie runs about 2 hours. Within those 2 hours, we see character development, conflict, plot resolution, etc. Then, after the movie ends, our pleasure is over. Reading, however, can be spaced out over time. There is no time limit, meaning there is no limitation of the during of pleasure we undergo. The pace at which we read is individual, which allow for more personal satisfaction. A similar characteristic involves the anxiety and thrill of not knowing what coming next. One universal characteristic that makes almost anything good, whether it be in cinematography or literature, is the element of surprise. We as the audience get a thrill when we don't know what to expect. Sometimes that thrill is ruined if the resolution is presented too quickly. This usually happens when being in the theater, because there is a set time frame everything must arise and resolve within that period. Reading on our own times eliminate the issue. If we are not ready to find out to end, we simply close the book and put it back on the shelf. We have the luxury of finishing the story at our own leisure. I personally think one of the main reasons there is such big discrepancy is due to the lack of patience and focus we are able to obtain at one given time span. Reading takes patience and attentiveness. Two things usually happen. Either we stay up and attentively read the book, fully engaging in the text, or like most, we fall asleep or become bored with the longiness of plot relation and stop reading. Unfortunately, reading isn't for everyone, but maybe if we all found the right story of our perception of reading would suddenly transform. Thank you.